Does it?
On the
I don't
screen.
know.
Gotta put that music
Yeah, we're coming in. Attach all your social media, ladies and gentlemen. We are invading. Do not adjust. Do not adjust your Facebook, Twitch, YouTube settings, okay? We have taken over your X feed, okay? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to another edition of Geek Culture Congress. I'm one of your hosts. It's always Louis Speedy Jr. Gonzalez, accompanied by, starting off with the return. It was about 3 episodes in, man. Trying to make a regular thing. Mr. Rich Ortiz, radio host, media influencer, gamer.
cuddler,
What's going on, bro, man?
professional cuddler. We out here.
Yes, sir.
What, guys? Excited. Let's do this.
Yes. Mr. My other good friend, my number one
you didn't even give me the
co-host from
good friend this time,
the OG. You guys cannot fight. No infighting, okay?
Speedy give us and he take it away, dog.
Mr. Tarek Lewis, how you doing, sir? Actor, comedian, playwright, sometimes part-time prophet.
Okay. I'm doing good, man.
Movie connoisseur.
I'm doing good in these streets, man. I'm looking forward to this show.
All right, cool. And of course, my other good friend, Mr. DJ, influencer, radio host as well, Mr. Joey Franchise in the building.
Hola.
Oh wait, I lost the Rich. Oh, there you go. What'd you do, Rich?
I didn't even do it.
Now you made me switch the squares now around. All right, so Joey Franchise, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. I'm all right.
Yeah,
Hanging out.
Good. You hanging out?
Hanging
That's
out.
what's up, guys.
Ready to talk some X-Men.
Yeah, some XMEN 97. Woo!
Yeah.
Yes. It's gonna be lit.
You know what's
I'm
good
looking
when-
forward to the rest of it.
You know it's good when LeBron James is tweeting about it.
Oh yeah, I
Disney
heard,
Plus when's the next episode?
Yeah.
I heard about that.
Aren't they the 10th seed? Shouldn't he be?
Hey, you gotta relax. You gotta relax.
Hey, he's chilling. He's watching some TV, man. He's got
You don't really worry
a
about what
unwind,
Cyclops
bro.
is doing.
He's got rings. He's got rings. He'll be all right.
He
He don't make it one time.
Putting up the stats, bro. It's all coaching and rotation, bro. That's a Darvin Ham issue.
It's true.
It's Darvin Ham issues. They ain't got nothing to do with LeBron. LeBron doing his job.
Fair enough.
Damn.
Correct.
He would he be like triple doubling like every weekend, right?
This dude, like,
balling, dog.
he
Yeah.
cracked like 40,000 points.
Yeah.
LeBron is older than half this show. I can tell you that.
It actually gives me hope and like it inspires me to go work out. So I've been going back in the gym. I'm like, damn, LeBron's like almost 40.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm 37. Like I still got a shot. I still, you know what I mean? If he can
Do
do
it.
it, I can do it.
You could do it big. You could do it big.
Then my back goes out. My knees start buckling.
But what had his shot, ladies and gentlemen, and did very well. X-Men 97. Yeah, first 2 episodes. Mr. Tarek Lewis, your immediate reaction.
Oh man, that's a 10 out of 10. I
That's
think
strong. That's strong. That's
10 out of 10, dog.
that's a flawless execution.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to go to the spoilers. I feel like you soft, you're a loser if you haven't watched this.
No,
shit.
yeah, we're gonna spoil this
Or
stuff
you
right
got
now.
work or whatever, but like you got a phone, you could have
Yeah.
logged in.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that's a 10 out of 10 for real. They represented for Cyclops. They represented, heavily for Storm. And
Yeah, they did.
Bishop got cut off the Jerry curl.
Bishop was doing his thing though. It's cool. I got my first. I'm watching my first appearance of Bishop comic book go up little by little. There you go.
Yeah, okay, you watching the back, yeah.
I thought it was good, but 10 out of 10.
Oh, Richard T stealing
Let me
Tarek's
finish my
thunder.
10 out of 10 before you
Comes
destroy
the
it.
hate.
Before you destroy it. But yeah, I don't know what else you could ask for a continuation of a show as dated as 1996. You know what I mean? It's set in that time period. So to follow it up and come with this, the only thing I will say though, Magneto is mad emo.
Oh yeah, he got the emo cut.
Yeah,
Haircut and
definitely.
everything.
Rick James and the Chappelle Show sketch, definitely team blouses is
Yeah.
Magneto for sure in this in this iteration. But other than that, man, I don't know. I don't know, man. We get Sentinels, we get mutants, we get some of the Generation X mutants, we get Jubilee being actually, Asian without like the fake, not like that little weird white Asian thing they like to do. We got like she's Asian. We get Wolverine, being jealous, but not. If we get like some teamwork, we get pickup games of basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know
Pickup
what's
game.
going on.
Rich Ortiz, your immediate reaction to the first 2 episodes of X-Men 97, sir.
I agree a lot with what Tarek said. I like the fact that, a lot of the times when we see X-Men, Cyclops always takes a backseat a little bit. And it's like, he doesn't really get the shine that he should. And this one, my man, Cyclops was showing his ass a little bit, bro.
Yeah.
He was doing some things. But also the thing with Storm too also takes a backseat in a lot of them. And I liked how they were spreading the love a little bit. It wasn't just about Wolverine and Jean Grey and everybody. It's, they spread the love, and I liked it. And one thing I will say though is that at certain points it was a little corny to me. Cyclops coming down using his beam to land on the ground, and my man's
That
like,
was cool.
Hey, he does that in a video game. He does that in Marvel vs. Capcom.
It was dope. Don't get me wrong. But what I didn't like was right after he's like, X-Men on me type shit.
The X-Men.
Sorry.
To me, my X-Men. But that's something
To
that's
me, yeah.
Yeah, to me, my X-Men.
My X-Men. Like, dog, like, he could have just been like X-Men on me, but he's like, to me, my X-Men. Like, I'm like,
you gotta pause that X-Men on me.
Yeah, on me. Yeah,
Pause.
You
gotta put a pause behind
no
that.
Diddy, bro.
Shout out to Cam and Mace. Shout out
No
to
Diddy.
them.
Yeah. X-Men on me, no Diddy. Sorry.
No, what we got like a 10 to 100 ratio jokes for Diddy today on the show.
Oh my god!
Inside jokes.
Them jokes gonna fly in the next. There's gonna be more.
I am not joking about Diddy. I don't want nobody coming.
I'm leaving it alone, dog. I don't want nobody to hear me. Somebody's gonna hear me play all
Apparently now the new thing is, and I don't know if it's a New York thing, but the new thing is, instead of saying pause, you say no Diddy.
Dang.
I don't know.
What that do with Cyclops? I'm more mad about the Cyclops criticism
than the Diddy jokes.
No. Listen, like I said before, I was happy that they were giving my man Cyclops some shine. But that one part, the X-Men on me, that one,
To me, my X-Men. Get the line right.
To me, my
X-Men, bro.
I can't even say it right.
It's in the trailer, man.
That much.
So you gotta make it weird, bro.
Yo, y'all are all DJs and stuff, man. Y'all remember that little breakbeat? These be like, my crew, my dog. That's what
TOK?
that was, dog.
From TOK? Yeah.
That's the equivalent, dog. My crew, my dogs.
I would have liked it better if my man just beamed down, landed, did the superhero pose, everybody lands on him, boom, X-Men. I don't need to hear any words.
You don't want the line?
You did your thing. Lead in silence.
Rich, you can download it. You can download it illegally and take out that audio. Put it in the audio.
But you know what? I'm over here just being facetious. I'm being facetious. It was a good episode. I liked it. Again, props to Cyclops for finally getting his shine and being the leader we all deserve.
Hey, Rich, we're a family-friendly show now. So that's
I didn't know we're that. Actually, I mean, nobody's ever confirmed or denied, but apparently we're on podcast radio, on the Beasley Network thing. So they take parts of our show and they put it on the radio.
Oh, they have to edit when I talk.
Oh, yeah. No, I give them the warning. I said I try and edit it.
I got a reputation to keep up, and my reputation is dirty. No diggity.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. They got to do the work. You know, I try. I mark them explicit, the episodes, when you guys curse a lot. Okay.
I get family friendly, and I got Bob Marley over here smoking a joint.
Man, it's okay. It's okay.
He's an icon. I mean,
That's
Willie
it.
Nelson smokes weed in
What
public.
is
and
what is
nobody cares.
marijuana now anyway, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, come on. But Joey, just get your take on the first two episodes, X-Men
Man.
97.
Brought back all the Saturday morning cartoon
Yeah.
deals with me and my mom. Would watch X-Men like a novella, and it was literally it reminded me like
The novella was back.
this was really a novella. Like it was
Yeah.
really a novella, and we got it in the second episode. But the first episode, I think, hit it really out the park. Everything about Cyclops, and he's always been the leader, and for him to not be like no pushover and really like command the team now and really like stand on business.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool, and how they portrayed him in that. I feel like we didn't get much of Wolverine. It still felt the same. And the cool thing is that they brought a lot of those voices back for the ones that are still alive. So RIP to those that did voice other characters, but they had to go a different route to bring this cartoon into fruition. But man, it gave me all the Saturday morning cartoon feels. It felt great. I thought it was well done. Story already out the gate. I feel like it's cool too. Like even if you haven't watched the series, and for me, like I was super young when this came out. And even now, I'm trying to like go back and watch all the older episodes. And it's just hard because there's just so much. Yeah, there's just so much, so much story. But man, the story, like even if you haven't watched or maybe you're familiar with a few episodes from years ago, you can jump right back in this show and feel like you didn't miss a beat. And I think they really set it up perfect in that sense. Man, that second, and they're really going comic book, really going full. I mean, they did before, but man, they're hitting it out the gate already out after episode 2, going straight out the comic books with the Madeline Pryor character now and Jean Grey being clone, Mr. Sinister, and it's like, bro.
Spoiler alert, everyone.
Yeah, spoiler alert. That was mind blowing with the Madeline Pryor. Like I haven't, felt that type of energy in a while from Marvel content like that. The Marvels kind of wowed me with the Beast multiverse situation that they did there. But man, like for cartoon wise, like it already hooked me in with those 2 episodes, and I just like LeBron James want to know. I want more. Like I want them to drop 3 episodes or 2 episodes at a time. You know what I'm saying? Every Wednesday. But yeah, it's a very good show. I'm super excited to see what it hold with what's next. And yeah, it feels good. It's finally Marvel did something right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh, man.
Finally, they got something right. And it came in the form of illustration.
Everything, the whole presentation, everything is great. I agree with Tarek. 10 out of 10. I love the whole thing. Can't wait for more. And then let's move on, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. You guys hit on all the beats. I want to talk about a little bit about the spoilers, or a little bit about the actual show.
Okay. I was going to say, we can't. Yeah. Let's just also say, we all know Cyclops got the big moments. Storm. Beast had a moment. Beast had a couple moments. Because I always used to say, like, yo, Beast is useless in the battle against Sentinel. I used to always say, like, he's not strong enough to, like, really fight a Sentinel. You know what I mean? You don't have
they advertise him. They advertise him really well in the opening credits that he can beat down some Sentinels, and then you just never see it.
Yeah. And it's like, yo, this is just like having a very strong nerd on your team. It's basically like our entire show. It's just like we're slightly athletic and cool geeks. So I like that Beast got to represent in this one also. But yeah, spoiler stuff.
Yeah, get into it.
How did y'all feel about that ending?
Yeah, man, we jump into the ending already. I wanted to talk about the whole.
Yeah, dog, you ain't even gonna give him a week.
Fuck that, man. You're supposed to be fans. There's supposed to be fans out here in these feet.
I like the whole beginning The Cyclops got to shine a little bit of his skill. He's been training, since a young kid. He got hands. He got and a lot of like it. For me, like I feel like the comic book doesn't really show that off, and that one episode really did. Of course, we know from you play the character in like Marvel vs. X-Men, and then he suddenly has these kung fu skills. You know what I mean? But it really shined his fighting prowess in the episode, at least in the first episode, and the way that he uses his skill to maneuver, his optic blast to maneuver, push himself fast, move fast when he needs to, and then later on in the second episode when he's making that fall, we've seen him do that. We've seen him do that in the video game, different ways. You know what I mean? But it's just I just like the whole presentation of Cyclops was just so interesting to me. You know what I mean? It's like a love letter to that character, and not the only love letter, by the way. Of course, everybody got their shine. I think in different ways, even Jubilee in a certain way, because the whole first episode was kind of like an allegory of the first episode when we were introduced to X-Men, the cartoon, when they were trying to help Jubilee. Jubilee was the one being hunted by Sentinels.
Yeah.
And with this the Costa kid, who's going to be, we're assuming he's going to be Sunspot. Right? Yeah, Sunspot later on. It's kind of allegory, and it's like a full circle moment for her character. You know what I mean? There's another kid that's lost, doesn't really want to be a mutant, just wants to have fun. You know what I mean? And there's an interview by Chris Claremont, one of the writers of X-Men. And he was like, yeah, man, I had a lot of fun writing different things for that. And I'm paraphrasing a lot. I'm not quoting it exactly the way it is. But what he said in that interview was, it was all about the human story. You know what I mean? Like, I had all this crazy stuff, and I did a bunch of crazy comic book things, sci-fi things, and put them in crazy situations. But at the end of the day, it was always about the human story and human relationships, like with Rogue and, all kinds of different things. You know what I mean? How Storm felt, and moving on to the Storm character, they replicated a moment in the comic books where she actually loses her powers. Yeah. And we get they build up to that. When they have that moment with the Jean Grey, or we're assuming that's the Jean Grey, or might be the Madeline Pryor, or we'll talk about later. But when she's sitting on the bedroom with Jean Grey, and they're talking about that. Her son, which will be Cable in the future, of course. She doesn't want him to grow up as a mutant and things like that. And she's telling how it's so difficult for her to imagine being a normal human, Yeah. And now she's forced to be a normal human. You know what I mean? It's just like textbook A+ writing. You know what I mean?
Not only was Storm a normal human, she was very close towards the back of the bus.
Mm-hmm.
When she got on that bus.
Yeah.
She was not in the front seat.
No.
It's like, damn, how far back did she go?
Yeah. What's up, Qatar? By the way, caught me in mid.
The only sad thing is that Bo DeMaio is not going to get any kind of shine over.
Oh, I mean, he's in the credits. That girl they fired too. What's the name of that girl that they fired? Foggy's assistant, huh?
Despacito.
Yeah, the girl. She's she's Hispanic too.
Not Luis Despacito. It's
no, as a female. I forget her name now.
Victoria Alonso.
Yeah, she's in the credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get their Writers Guild of America.
Yeah.
Residuals, hopefully.
Yeah. And then just from episode 1 to episode 2, everything that happens in episode 2, the shocking ending of episode 1, which is already was spoiled in the trailer, which I don't know. I kind of would have wished they wouldn't have showed us that in the trailer. You know what I mean? I wish they would have just left it to the episode. Where Magneto comes with the will of Charles Xavier and takes over the school. Yeah. I wish they wouldn't have shown us that in the trailer.
I thought we were going to get that early in the episode. I thought this is how we were going to start, but I'm glad. I like the way they did it.
Yeah, I know. I like the way that was executed in the episode. I just wish I never got it in the trailer. Yeah. I wish I would have been. There would have been. Oh dang! Look what happened in episode 1. That would have been a bigger hit.
Yeah, the thing is though, it's episode 1 though, so
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to show too much of the other episodes without spoiling a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, and
kinda
I'm sure, and there's a lot of juice that they're keeping, keeping at bay, or at least they're trying to.
what I love the most is the opening credits. They kept it with just minor changes. They kept it the same as
Yeah.
episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you notice on episode 2, they add Magneto to the opening credits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which I thought that was dope. This is not a
Still
skip
one of the
intro
best-
type show.
Still one of the best opening credits for a cartoon ever, bro. Top 5.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you guys think, while we're still talking about spoilers, do you guys think that because this is executed in a cartoon, it's not going to get the same accolades as if it would have been live action?
No, I think it'll be fine. It's a very mature cartoon, bro. Like, you got all the drama you need. I mean, the romantic drama that's happening right now, especially between Magneto and Rogue.
And I want to talk about that. That's like literally pulled from the comic books too. There was a situation where I guess they were both stuck in the Savage Land, and I guess they realized that they can touch each other, so it became a little thing. A little weird thing, or they were kind of stuck in the Savage Land as well. So,
yeah, I mean, I didn't know that Magneto can not be affected by Rogue's touch. That's crazy to me.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
I had to look this up. I know in the Age of Apocalypse storyline, they're kind of together.
Yeah, they have a deeper romance.
Yeah, so I looked it up, but I was like, well, how is that possible? Because I kind of forgot, and it was a couple explanations, and I guess there's a couple iterations where it's like his magnetic field, or it cancels out for some reason. But there was a story where she absorbed Polaris's his daughter, Magneto's daughter's power. So like siblings, their powers cancel out.
Right.
So she had absorbed so much of Polaris's thing that it canceled out, and she was okay to touch him. Wow. That's apparently what happened in the comic books in one of the comic book stories.
Interesting.
But I think it's interesting. I like it. It's like you're switching from Wolverine being the jealous guy to like Gambit, and that's a dope move to me.
That's a really cool move, actually.
But Gambit's
is going to be interesting.
Yeah, but Gambit and Rogue's relationship is interesting in the point that where like Gambit will do almost anything and everything for her, and like even like wait, for her. You know what I mean? But it's more like Rogue has the baggage, that she can't touch people, and she's afraid to hurt people, that don't deserve it.
Yeah.
And
Rogue was with Gambit in the original cartoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
kind of, sorta.
They were together.
Kind of, sorta.
Their whole thing was that she couldn't touch him and all that too. But
yeah.
Everyone's had somebody they work with, they kind of want to get with, but they can only. They don't want to repair your relationship to HR necessarily. They just, they kind of mess around, at remotes.
I'm ready to see Wolverine try to steal Cyclops' girl, bro.
Well, now he's got a clone, so maybe he should.
Oh yeah, so so there you go. We set up the ending of episode 2 right there, and that's right there. The comic books, the Madden Pryor clone introduced by Mr. Sinister to try and find out more, experiment more with the relationship of Jean Grey and Scott Summers and their future offspring, and he created that clone around the Dark Phoenix time, I believe, in the comic book. And then and introduced her, got her in there as Jean Grey.
That's I think one of the biggest interesting spins. Not a spin because it's from the comic books, but now we get to see, like, is Cyclops a scumbag? Is he gonna be like, well, I guess I'm polyamorous? It's like technically the same chick. Like, what am I? I'm not doing nothing wrong.
I don't know, because we got that Hasbro Pulse, Hasbro spoiling stuff. I guess they mad because
they dropped the toy.
Yeah, they dropped the toy. Let's see, we got the image here. Hasbro Pulse, XMEN 97.
Yeah, I think that's
Are we
Look
we
at this
saying
right
what
here.
it is already?
Look at the screenshot for just from the Google search. This is wild.
You already see your man.
Look at that.
Nightcrawler.
Look at that.
Well,
That's just from a Google search. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There's your first look. Exclusive. The Goblin Queen, Madeline Pryor.
Wait, does she know she's bad? Does she know she's manipulating?
It's gonna be some novella stuff about to go down.
Yeah.
So she's gonna get upset. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
well, they preview Sinister in the opening, especially with Morph, with Sinister. So
wait, this is Cable right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cable's gonna be in the show from what I heard.
Oh.
What I also heard is that we got the Easter eggs for it in the beginning with the newspaper and the Daily Bugle, and them referencing Peter Parker and Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man, it will appear in the X-Men thing. I think that's the rumor.
Really?
He'll be in this season.
Well, they got that whole cartoon project that they never came out with for Spider-Man.
They said there's gonna be a lot of surprise pull-ups, like maybe even Punisher, who's been on the show before.
Captain America has been on the show before.
Yeah.
So, he got a whole episode of Wolverine talking about their old war days.
Yeah, we definitely see Nightcrawler there. Nightcrawler's been in some of the trailers, so
I haven't seen the trailer with Nightcrawler.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
There's a clip where Nightcrawler and Gambit are fighting off some people.
You think we'll see some Deadpool in there? If we're seeing Cable, you think we'll see some Deadpool?
That possibly. He was in an episode too, right?
Could they open up the multiverse too to make it so that anybody could jump?
So here's the thing: Morph, because they have Morph, he can turn into anybody.
Yeah.
So you can get a lot of cameos just because you have Morph.
Mm-hmm.
And that was at the end of episode 2. I think it was episode 2. He turns into Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He turns into Sabretooth. He turned into a Colossus, Cyclops.
He was Archangel.
He's Archangel, yeah.
In episode 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, animation wise, man, I know some people were like, I don't like animation. I'm like, they got to make it look old and new.
Yeah. Some people don't like the animation.
Yeah.
Wild.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's going to be a very highly rated show. They already have a season 2 planned.
Yeah.
And so we know that. Well, if you don't know it, you know it now. They have a season 2 planned.
Right. Sorry about that.
It's gonna be
the next thing you're ready here.
It's gonna be something different because there's gonna be a totally new amount of writers and people that are gonna be writing it.
Yeah. My big question is, how is this going to interplay with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or is it just completely different?
I think it's completely different. Yeah. It's completely different, and they'll make it do something, as they seem fit.
It will be cool though. It will be cool if we get some kind of crossover where you do see the Marvel universe that we're currently in right now. What was it, 616 or?
Or 999999999, whatever it is in Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
That's an aggressive number.
Anyway, man, it was a dope show.
It was a dope show. Keep watching it. Wednesday we're here for it, and then Monday we'll talk about the next episodes right here on Geek Culture Congress on the live feed. And of course, shout out to everyone who's listening to the audio version of this podcast. Thank you so much. Let's continue, man. We got a trailer for the Penguin Show, the infamous Penguin Show.
Yeah,
I'm gonna run it without audio.
This is what everyone's been waiting for.
Yeah, run it with some screaming.
And we're not getting Batman 2 until 2026.
Yeah,
crazy. And this is supposed to lead into the Batman 2. I think it's cool. Like, some of the dialogue in here is really dope. It gives off a really big, Scarface vibe. It's like the Scarface of the Batman universe. So that's really what, the inspiration for this series is. It's going to be very much like his come up and rise, and just from becoming a lieutenant for Falcone. Was it Falcone or Carmine? Carmine Falcone. It was Carmine Falcone, and there was another guy.
Yeah,
I forgot the other gangster in Gotham, but yeah, it's literally his like rise to like building his own empire.
You know, sometimes I'm not into the spinoffs, but I'm here for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't think there's been an interesting. You know, Danny DeVito did the Penguin very well, but it's like, okay, we get a film version of the Penguin, and it's almost like something that was never touched again. Like there's been various iterations of the Joker.
He was just too perfect for that role. Like Danny DeVito was so perfect for that role.
Yeah, it just looks interesting. It looks interesting. I can't knock it. You know what I mean?
I'm be honest. This is one of those ones like, who asked for this?
That too.
Who asked for this?
It's true. You're not wrong.
I don't need I don't need a backstory.
You're not wrong.
I don't need a backstory on the Penguin, dog. Like what? You're gonna get invested with the Penguin just so he could get his ass whipped by Batman in the next movie.
But you have to. But like, if you had to do something like that, I prefer it to be in a series as opposed to being in a movie theater. I wouldn't want to watch this movie. I would have never asked for a Penguin movie. No. We're gonna get a series which will actually have Robert Pattinson's Batman in it, which is cool. Like, all right, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is supposed to happen. This is like apparently taking place just like a week or days after the whole events of the first Batman movie. So I like this little universe they're building. And if you have to do character building, I'd rather you do it through the shows of the studio instead of just instead of doing what Sony does and just makes a movie out of it. It's like we don't want a movie of it. You want to build a character up or build a villain up. I mean, tell it through like a 5-6 episode series and keep it pushing.
I don't know, dog. It's just I'm not trying to invest 8 weeks of my time to see this guy build his whole empire just to have emo Batman come through and whoop his ass.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah. You can say ass on the radio. That's crazy.
Yo, this happens in WWE all the time, and no one's ever bothered by it.
Build these guys up, build these guys up, build these guys up, and then all of a sudden it's just.
Here's my thing. I think they're building Gotham up and what's going on in Gotham for the next Batman film, and they're doing it through the lens of the Penguin. This is me getting my cinema aspect on. Like, how do you show how bad Gotham is without doing like a weird montage? You do it through the Penguin show. And then when Batman drops in 2026, you know, hopefully, or 2025, I'm sorry. Is it 2025 or 26?
26.
Something like that.
Yeah. When that drops, the Penguin show's already been done. You kind of have an understanding of what's going on in Gotham in anticipation. And then you bring in the Batman film. And then, as Warner Brothers or HBO, you say, okay, if you're interested in this Robert Pattinson Batman film, rewatch the Penguin. And then they get those viewers all over again, like before. So it's a smart move. And I think Colin Farrell being Penguin, to me, is intriguing enough to see, like, how can this dude, who's like, you know, has been on people's top 10 sexiest man alive, how is he going to play the Penguin again and again and again? You know, and he was an interesting character in the Batman film. I think for that reason, it's good. I prefer this over like Titans or, you know, what was the other show that was on CW that ended up on HBO with the Doom Patrol? I prefer this over Doom Patrol.
Okay, you prefer this over Doom Patrol? Doom Patrol's a little quirky and a little wild. Yeah, I agree with you there. I think it's interesting. I'm here for it. We'll watch it.
Fans are speculating that maybe this Batman 2 movie just doesn't get done.
Yes,
bro. You know my crazy theory. Shout out to Sil Abdul. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. He talks about a bunch about DC and everything else, and he actually has me on his show, on his YouTube channel on Wednesdays. So I invite you to go follow him. Give him a subscribe over there on his platforms. I'll be hanging out with him on his YouTube channel over there on Wednesdays. Plug. Yeah, shameless plug. But I've told him this, and he hasn't told me no yet. because he usually got a lot of ins in the DC stuff, or he knows a lot of things, or he hears a lot of things. But I said, watch James Gunn, let homie do his Batman 2, or maybe even finish the trilogy, and be like, I'm gonna take this Batman, Robert Pattinson Batman, I'm gonna insert him in my DCU because you already did all the work for me, Matt Reeves. Thank you very much. You know, what do you guys think?
I think James Gunn is open to it.
Yeah,
listen,
I think he is.
We're getting Hawk Girl and Mr. Terrific and Superman. We used to be Superman Legacy, now it's just Superman.
Right.
I could see him saying, there's a way to intertwine this Batman.
Yeah.
And he's young enough. There's a way to put this Batman in there.
He's gonna let Matt Reeves do cook and do his thing.
Yeah.
And say, Matt Reeves, you happy? Okay, good. You made money, great. You're happy, good. And then he's gonna go to Mr. Robert Pattinson. Hey, this is my idea.
How are they gonna do that when Brave and the Bold?
Bro, I don't think Brave and the Bold is even happening, bro. I don't think so.
I don't think Brave and the Bold.
And I'm gonna tell you why. They have a homie attached to it. The guy who did it. The guy who did Flash. The Italian guy. Help me out, guys. Come on. The guy with the name. What's his name?
Good with names.
What guy who did Flash?
The guy that did Flash, the movie. Muschietti.
Oh, Andy Muschietti.
Andy Muschietti. Okay. Andy Muschietti is so worried about his reputation, and he feels like he took a hit with Flash. And I've seen him. I've seen interviews with him because he's Argentinian, and I've read interviews with him in Spanish because he was here you go, that word that you guys don't like me using. He was attached to the Robotech movie a long time ago, and I've seen him talk about things. I the fan base is divided on that. And I don't know if I want to do that. Like he's really worried about his reputation. You know what I mean? As he should be. You know what I mean? He's a young director trying to make it in Hollywood, or at that point.
Well,
and I really think.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I really think that DC is such a mixed bag of success, and he's already got a shiner from Flash, even though it was okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's doing that. I don't think he's doing that. Brave and the Bold. I doubt it. And I've heard people. There's been like scoopers, rumors, people talking like, oh, he's not gonna do that movie. He's not gonna do that that at all. And yeah, what's up? I've seen scoopers say, oh no, he's not doing a movie no more. He's done. And then they come back and say, oh yeah, he's still attached to the movie. So so where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think one of the best things for the Flash was that they kind of blew up the whole universe for them, because now that you don't even know where they're going with Batman.
Right.
We seen Robert Pattinson, we seen George Clooney. They even let the Aquaman go after. So like right now everything's kind of up in the air. So I mean, for them to, I think the way he's looking at it is like, if they blow it up, then he doesn't have a job anymore, because they're not going to ask him to do another movie, maybe with another character.
No, but he's attached apparently to write that script or direct. Or
but
both.
Just Flash, or
no, not Flash. The
Brave and the Bold,
the Batman, Brave and the Bold Batman. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that we're in an age where like leaks happen all the time. And some of these things are just negotiations and talking, and that nothing's solidified. And I think ultimately the studios are going to do, they think it's going to be the most profitable thing. So we may get some stuff and they're like, well, we're not doing that because once we leaked it, y'all didn't like it. So we're not doing that anymore. You know what I mean? Like we're not doing that.
Yeah.
That's not profitable.
I say definitely, you see something like on Variety or one of those like Hollywood entwined official outlets. That's the movie studios putting out things, trying to see what y'all think about stuff.
Yeah.
I
think a lot of this depends. The one film that's in the DC, kind of in the DCEU, I guess you want to call it, is the Joker, in the Joker 2. I think those are the films that are never going to be tied into this ultimate extended universe. But I think depending on how the Joker 2 does, will set a tone for how the DCEU does films.
Okay.
Like if that movie does very, very well, and the Batman I think did well, considering, versus like the Flash. I think we would all agree that the Batman was better than the Flash.
Mhm.
That it will set the tone for how the DCEU will go. But okay, we'll rock with this darker thing, and Superman Legacy is going to be what it's going to be. Superman can be big and big comic booky, but Batman's darker, and so I think that they're waiting to see how people react to the other films. Right. I think that's why you push back the Batman too, not because you can't get the people who can't film. It's like, let's see how everyone reacts to the Joker film.
Oh yeah, the Joker film too.
Before we commit to the tone we're going to have, because they don't want to they might not want to tech court Blue Beetle. They might not want a Booster Gold Raven the Bold.
Yeah, they might not do none of that. That might just be bad ideas.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. But jumping universes all across, all the way to our good friends Lucas. Quick. Oh, go ahead.
The Joker. Actually, the Joker 2 is actually said to be a jukebox musical.
Oh yeah, a jukebox musical. I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I think that what they mean by jukebox musical is they're gonna have like really popular sing-along songs, like I'm guessing like 80s rock and like pop.
Hold on. Hey Google, what does a jukebox musical mean? A musical that features hit songs of a popular music group or genre. Okay.
Did I?
Rich.
Rich. Look at Rich go.
Can you listen to your boy?
Let me censor you early. Hold up. Okay.
Hold on. Go ahead, Speedy. Well, Yo, what the? Ultra combo.
That's funny.
Yo, I need that clip right there.
You got it. That's you got it
right there.
It's yours. It's yours. So Mama Bear's impressed. There you go.
I didn't even use Google.
No, she's impressed with me. I use Google. See? Okay. She's laughing at you. Well, at least I hope. Or she's laughing at all of us.
What up, Andy?
Let's move on now to another. We're all over the place.
But if you think about it, to be honest with you, after watching Peacemaker and things like that, we've already got like the kind of jukebox musical thing kind of going with James Gunn. And I actually commend him for that. I will say, like, he has a really good playlist when it comes to what he
like the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff?
Yeah. I mean, we saw with Guardians of the Galaxy and Peacemaker. Yeah. Honestly, like
it's got good music too.
It was really good too. So.
A shameless plug. I got a couple mixtapes of Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2 up on streaming. Yeah.
You have what now?
Yeah, I have some mixtapes, my own DJ mixtapes of Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2. Like I found the songs and remixes of them, like house remixes or hip hop remixes of them, trap remixes. I made a mixtape.
Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. I'm so mad at you because it's so brilliant.
Why is it brilliant? Huh? I ain't making no money off it. They did get some decent plays though.
Oh man. That's funny.
The new Google Rich Box.
All right, Speedy, you were moving to another universe.
Oh yes, our friends at Lucasfilm. Look at that. We have a trailer for the Acolytes. That infamous show that we've been Jedi show that we were waiting for. And
this is what I was trying to talk about that I forgot about. It
was the Acolyte. Yeah. So the Star Wars people are divided. Guys,
Jedi's are getting shorter.
Yeah.
You gotta have balance, dog. That's the whole thing about it.
Well, there's a couple issues. Remember that line that Ki-Adi-Mundi says in I think it was Attack of the Clones? We haven't seen the Sith for a millennia. Remember?
Yeah.
You know? Well, this is like only 100 years, I think, away from the millennia.
We also got your homegirl Trinity in there.
Carry on. Yep. She's doing her thing.
Yeah, I think it's dope that she's in this.
Yeah.
That's a great casting because we haven't seen her really be this. Like, this is dope.
I mean, I'm here for it. It's Jedi action. It seems like it's in the High Republic part of the Jedi timeline, and there's a lot of comic books and novels with all that stuff.
How sick would it be? How sick would it be if they made it so that this was just one simulation of the Matrix?
It's the whole thing. The whole thing is an episode of Atlanta.
So, yeah.
You know what I like about this? It's nothing we're familiar with.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what I like about it too.
It's a whole new
I agree.
storyline. Nobody
Yeah, it's
knows
something
what's
new.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fire.
I don't know what happens here. Like something happens weird there.
But we see a lot of Jedi there, and
Yeah.
we see a epic battle going down. So,
But you know what happens when a lot of Jedi get together like that?
they die.
They
Twins
start
are
dying.
They die.
Yeah. That would be
That's like
horrible.
having too many dudes at a nightclub.
No, nobody wants to be at that kind of party. Not even girls want to be at that kind of party.
The thing about that trailer, though, you couldn't hear the audio, but in that trailer, one of the big lines that I always heard was they say that somebody's killing Jedi. So it's something. There has to be like a Jedi assassin or somebody, that's trying to be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hop into my Star Wars nerd sweaty.
Up, Cuba.
What up? What up?
Cool. Shout out to the.
This is the beginning of the rule of two thing they have with the Sith.
Mm-hmm.
There's always two.
Yeah.
There's one and a master. This is where the Jedi are like, no, there's always two. This is the moment of like, there's two, of where that rule comes into play for the Sith. That's why when you say like, oh, Ki-Adi Mundi he was like, we haven't seen the Sith in a while.
Right.
This is one of those two. Like, okay.
And it was a throwaway line, so.
Yeah, it was a throwaway line. But I do agree. I think it'll come back.
Listen, Star Wars is one of those, like, you have to watch what you say because people like you are going to call them out. And that's exactly what's going on right now. Yeah. So, again, I don't think it's...
And there's not a lot of fans of the High Republic era. Like, some of the Star Wars fans are like,
I don't necessarily
not that great.
It's a Sith, though. I think, honestly, it's going to be a Jedi. I think it's going to be a rogue Jedi.
I think so too. I think it's the beginning of like a dark Jedi or whatever.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about Mama Bear here? She says, "That's what kills me about the prequels of Jedi. Haven't seen the Sith in a millennia, and are then surprised when the one that was supposed to bring balance to the Force brings back the Sith." Did they really technically bring back the Sith, or he was the Sith and nothing else?
I think the Sith were there the whole time.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And they only didn't see him because they didn't make their move.
Your boy Palpatine was in Cuba, dog, chilling with Tupac.
Clouded is as
Yoda
says, clouded.
Yeah.
Clouded is. Just in case I gotta edit P Diddy. Do it twice for me too. What is the line that Yoda said? Always clouded is the dark force, is the dark side. Something like that. He says something like that.
Yo, you know what I like about that trailer though is that first of all,
that was bad.
Spock was definitely sick.
Oh, the comments went wild. The comments went wild.
We got
our biggest.
Talk about family friendly. You put shit on there.
It's okay. Because it's the audio version we edit. I know. It's the audio version.
Hey, if we have loyal fans, they know we been cussing.
Hey, they gotta know our brand. This is our brand.
There you go. Was Pac Jedi or Sith?
Pac was definitely a Sith. Pac was definitely a Sith.
But did he really deal in absolutes though? Did he deal in absolutes?
Hey, listen, Pac was a blood, which means he had a red lightsaber, which means he was
That's terrible.
Right there.
Nipsey was a Jedi. Pac was a Sith.
Pac was a Sith. All right.
Yeah. No, but what I do like is that they have the different color lightsabers. which we only see the green, blue, and red, and
We see some yellow in
purple.
there. We see some yellow in there.
Yeah. In this one,
Yeah, there's some yellow. Yeah.
You see the yellow and all that, and it's like, okay, like we're getting the history. Like there used to be different color.
Mm-hmm.
There used to be different color
Appreciate you,
lightsabers.
Mama Bear.
So y'all here for it? Y'all here for the show? You gonna check it
It
out?
looks good.
Here
It's very
for it.
interesting. It's a
I'm
new
interested.
story.
Okay.
More new Jedi we're getting exposed to, so that's cool.
Listen,
Oh.
the thing with Star Wars is like they could give us storylines like Rogue One, and we know what's gonna happen, but we end up watching it just because we want to see the backstory of every of what's going on. We got so many jumps in time in Star Wars. It's cool to see like what happens in the in between, even though we know what ultimately happens.
I think Star Wars is one of these franchises where the video games play such a influence on what they're going to do, because that Knights of the Old Republic, it's like I think
that's way farther in the past than this show.
Yeah. But that has lore to it that is very, very interesting.
Yeah. And I invite. There's one YouTube channel that I swear by is Star Wars Theory. I always check him out. I check out his stuff. Like he got like the ill knowledge of like all the anything you want to know about Star Wars. He probably got a video on it, or a breakdown on it. Past, present, future games, whatever. Legends. Yeah, I always check out his channel.
Sometimes the games have better stories than the movies.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, the Jedi, the recent games are pretty interesting.
Yeah, Jedi Survivor.
Jedi Survivor and the Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, they're really good games. I want to move on to let's see what else. Talk about Def Sif Blow, Ghostbuster Frozen Empire. Tarek.
Oh boy.
Tarek checked out this movie for us, and you can listen to his spoiler-free review on our audio version of the podcast. But Tarek, we have you here in live and in living color. So tell us how you feel about Frozen Empire. Now you've had more time to think about it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say I had an issue with the film, and the issue was I really like Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Mm-hmm. It's a good movie. That's a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I really like that. I was like, we're gonna get this new team, and then you come to this film, and it's such an expanded world of like multiple Ghostbusters, and we don't get a team. And I think at the heart of Ghostbusters was that team that they put together, battling Ghost. And now it feels like there's an organization behind it. There's 12 people, government's behind it. They're in it, and it's like just the nostalgia factor to it, which I think they should have exhausted in Afterlife. Like, okay, we got the nostalgia. Now move on with this new team.
Right.
And then there's the, what's the new conflict? The new conflict is a great story with, Egon Spengler's, grandchildren.
Right.
But none of those aspects are developed enough, like the team, the grandkids.
It's all gook and goobly glob. Yeah,
it's too much, and it was definitely an effort to pull in the older characters. So it's like, is this movie for a new generation or is it for us? And and Paul Rudd again, like
he was one line in it.
It's so much magnetism on the screen that like you're just like, you're locked in with Paul Rudd. And then and Carrie Coon, you know what I mean? Like you're locked in with them, but it's just not enough of them. It's not enough of them. So I think it loses some of the charm and some of the humor.
I didn't see the movie, but I heard that there were a lot of complaints that there were not a lot of complaints. Yes, complaints that there was not a lot of ghostbusting for Ghostbusters.
They were afraid of them ghosts this time.
It's not. It's more so like a big threat looming, but not a lot of like seeing them be Ghostbusters.
I think they were on a really good. I haven't seen the movie, but I thought they were really on to something with the first movie. and just creating a new team for younger generation that you can just kind of grow up with. And they leaned heavily, and I thought like you get the classic characters from the 80s to come like pop out and just kind of give that nod and their flowers. And then it's just like you bring them on for the second one. And I was hoping to be more of a smaller role, but apparently they look like they're in a bigger role.
Apparently they're at my front door. That's what Alexa's telling me.
But,
oh my god, I was so loud. I need to lower my volume.
So the the demand for Ghostbusters isn't gone. I think you need to really lean on with these younger guys and grow with these characters. I think you got a really smart story with Egon's granddaughter, and that's the tie-in to like lead into building the next generation of Ghostbusters. And I think they just need to really lean on that. And respect to Ernie Hudson, Bill Murray, and Dan Aykroyd. It's like, I mean, let's just get the ball rolling and keep pushing, because there's people probably don't know the hell these guys, the younger guys, that don't even know who these guys are.
Probably.
Yeah.
By all means, if you are you guys in the live show, let us know if you already checked out Frozen Empire, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Let us know what you feel about it in the comments right now.
I think it's worth a watch in the theater.
Okay.
I
think it's worth a watch. Like visually, it visually looks great. It's worth a watch in the theater. I'm a big, like, to me, as a kid of the 80s, like the funniest movies were Coming to America and Ghostbusters. And I've liked multiple iterations of the Ghostbusters. I even liked, more than other people did, the all-female version of the Ghostbusters, which is not in this continuity.
I didn't dislike it.
Did you know that Eddie Murphy and John Belushi were supposed to be the original Ghostbusters team?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. They were set. They were cast. They were set. And then I forgot what happened, but a really good Netflix series, The Movies That Made Us. I always preach how awesome this docu-series is. They talk about all that and how Eddie was cast. And it was supposed to be like a Saturday Night Live kind of thing. I think this is like Lorne Michaels had like his hand in it, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, Eddie Murphy and John Belushi as Ghostbusters, and then Bill Murray crept in when John couldn't do it, or I think John had passed away during that time. When did John Belushi pass away? Was it around that time?
Probably around 84 or 80, something like that.
Yeah, it was somewhere in the 80s.
I'm not sure.
So I don't know if it was. I don't want to disrespect
82.
John
He passed away in 82.
Yeah,
1982.
Either it was I want to say it's after he passed, like when he passed. Then that's when they cast Bill Murray, and then there was a fallout with Eddie Murphy. I think schedule wise, because Eddie was hot in the 80s.
Yeah. Something happened there.
I think I saw.
It's good. It's a good watch.
Eddie did 48 hours instead of Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I think give it a good watch. That's good. The Movies That Made Us, they have a whole Ghostbusters episode.
Mama Bear said Saturday Night Live with some SCTV.
Yes, and I wanted to see Rick Moranis. That's who I wanted to see.
Okay, then we got him. Then you got him a little bit. Oh, well, he didn't come back. I mean,
no, he was not.
Yeah, he's retired from acting, I believe.
If you could make an all-star team of Ghostbusters, who would you put in it?
Right now?
Any timepiece. I'm just gonna go strictly for me. Like in that, if you had Eddie, I would throw in like Jim Carrey.
That might.
Dude, I mean,
that'd just be fun. That'd just be entertaining with just him.
Just them two, it would be awesome. Maybe I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're not
George
checking out your.
I'll throw in George Carlin.
There you go.
And
I would say George Carlin. Wow. I'm gonna go Eddie Murphy, Seth Rogen.
Okay.
Seth Rogen, Bill Murray, still, and no offense to Dan Aykroyd or anybody, but Eddie Murphy, Seth Rogen, Bill Murray, and Anthony Jeselnik. comedian Anthony Justin. He does really, really dry humor, and I think he'd be hilarious as a Ghostbuster. And that would be my squad. It's funny to see everybody thinking like,
I'm thinking of a good one, but I would have to do all old school. Like I said,
I like your picks, Rich, and I add Fluffy there, man.
Fluffy?
Yeah, man. That would be funny.
Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would have to keep Bill Murray in there, but I'll probably make it Bill Murray, Jim Carrey, George Carlin.
Jim Carrey's a great one.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's great.
Yeah. I would have to do all those guys.
Damn, you know what?
What's up?
I would combo Vince Vaughn and Luke
Eddie
Wilson.
Murphy.
Vince
Vince Vaughn and who?
Vince Vaughn and Luke Wilson.
Luke Wilson.
Okay.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson.
I like that.
So like a Wedding Crashers.
Wedding Crashers. I'd put in maybe Michael B. Jordan to be like the more serious. Ernie Hudson.
Michael B. Jordan got comedy beats.
Yeah.
And then, and I would do I get Michael B. Jordan and I get Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker's a good
That's
one.
actually not bad.
How about Chris Tucker?
Chris Tucker would be a good one.
I'll go Bradley Cooper over Chris Tucker.
What about you, Speedy?
I don't know. I like all your guys' choices, man. I threw my Fluffy and what else?
I threw my Fluffy.
My Fluffy, my buddy. Gosh, who else is funny?
Damn, honorable mention Zach Galifianakis because that would have been funny.
Yeah, that would be
I even like Chris Tucker. Yeah,
that would be hilarious.
That would round out mine. Imagine Jim Carrey and Zach Galifianakis together.
That would be ridiculous. That would be so crazy. So like if you're trying to match character for character, that's different. Like just imagining new characters.
Yo, cut the check. Let's write that movie.
Yeah, Rich did have
Yo, do they even show the cartoon anywhere, like on streaming? Remember the
yeah, but and that's supposedly what idea was, like, some unique adventures for the Ghostbusters to be on.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the Saturday morning cartoon was kind of like,
Yeah.
That's what this idea. They said that this idea was kind of like that.
Well,
I'll be honest.
there's a post-credit scene in there too.
There is.
Is there?
Yeah. There is. My friend Adam Murray is a great comedian out of Orlando. He's in the post-credit scene. I want to tell you.
Oh,
yeah. He's in the post-credit
Wow.
Get him on the show, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, you can get him on the show.
You're holding back on us, man.
Yeah. Adam Murray's
sitting on the floor in front of your couch, bro. Come on.
He's been on Ghostbusters, Stranger Things, She-Hulk, and Cobra Kai. He's been on all those shows.
Look at that.
Bro, you need time to pull up on the show.
You get them checks, boy. Wow.
You're like a D-list actor now.
Yeah. I'm down the list.
You got a SAG card.
He's shot down the list.
You got a SAG card.
Funny.
I think of the acting class like how the heroes are in One Punch Man.
Like, we know we're not gonna win. We're just there to pull the threat.
We're just there.
Yeah.
Apparently there were some trailers for House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
You guys didn't tell me none of this.
Actually, yes. There is.
There's a black trailer and there's a green trailer.
What? I mean, a black one being like a dirty one, a violent
No,
one?
so the team, like in the House of the Dragons lore, Game of Thrones.
One for Rhaenyra.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rhaenyra's family and one for Aegon's family.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
The
this
trailer
one.
I saw meshed them together, but then you can watch them individually from different perspectives. Look at Homeboy from Game of Thrones.
Boy, look at your hands right there.
Yeah.
My man got some ass and he got a haircut. That's crazy.
Hold up. For you. That's gonna have me work. Oh, what happened here? Did this pause?
Don't worry, Speedy. I'll start warning you before I'm gonna curse.
Yeah.
Now,
I don't know.
so that's Rhaenyra.
We gonna put the audio on? It'll be fine, right?
I think you're safe.
Viserys wanted Aegon to succeed
Like
him.
a flag.
How dare they?
They wish now not
I'll put it low.
good of
Dragon killers, huh?
the satisfaction of vengeance.
Not against the king.
Right.
Plot against the king. I'll be back. There's a lot of quotable stuff.
You have no idea the sacrifices that were made to put you on the
Lot,
throne.
a little bit more. I mean, there was dragons in the first season. There was a good amount of dragons, but it looks like they have a lot more battles and fight scenes with this one.
This is again like kind of like the Star Wars joint, where it's like, all right, we're getting some characters we don't know.
Like the past is more interesting than what we actually saw.
It's not more interesting. It's just like, okay, I want a different story.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know,
So
and it
I've
doesn't
been,
directly relate.
I started watching House of the Dragon again because I saw this,
Both my house
and
and
just the whole thing with that, like, dude, I forgot how much information's in the first season. There's a lot.
Yeah,
And this is set 137 years before the birth of Daenerys Targaryen. So, I mean, the prequels, man, these prequels be hitting.
Yeah.
I wonder,
So
are they
is,
gonna do prequels for every house?
is this the green trailer? It just says it's official trailer.
yeah, they put them together and they have them separate also. Yeah.
Okay. Is this together then?
Yeah, this is together. This is
All right,
together.
good. All right.
Yeah, Joey, to answer your question, like this is a prequel for all the houses.
Yeah.
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 Like they're all involved.
Oh, I'm thinking something different. Like,
Yeah.
don't mind me.
This is the whole backstory to.
I thought it was only focused on the Targaryen.
Yeah, it is, but this is in the part in history where the Targaryens were the ones that ran everything, and they were the ones that were the.
Because I would like to know, like, where, you know, the other houses, like, you know, what
So
else is going on.
in this one, you see the Starks. You also see the.
Like I'm saying, like if the Starks had their own show.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know if they'll ever do that one, but you do see the Starks in this.
What about the Frost?
The Lannisters? You see the
Yeah.
Lannisters in this. You see a lot of the other houses, but it's really based on the Targaryens and their reign, and when they had a whole bunch of dragons and everything like that. And
yeah. So
how-
they have a civil war, pretty much. The other houses that we see, like the Starks, the Lannisters, the Tullys, and all that stuff from Game of Thrones, choose sides. So it's about like what sides they choose. Yeah, but there is in the first season, there is an allusion to like the White Walkers.
yeah,
White
well,
Walkers.
the whole thing is in the first or second episode. I'm pretty sure it's the first episode though. When King Viserys like anoints Rhaenyra and everything, and he tells her the story about the song of Fire and Ice, and how a Targaryen has to be reigning and be on the throne to fight the White Walkers, and they allude to all of that.
Yeah,
It's dope.
Okay.
You get
It's
that
dope.
in the first episode
Yeah.
in House of the Dragon. So you guys should definitely watch it. I think it's definitely a good watch, especially because you got 2 months till you get season 2.
Oh, is it like a prequel thing?
Yes. Well, no. There's a whole first season. This is the
No,
second.
I know. The whole first season to catch up. Is there
Yeah,
something
yeah.
else though that I think there's like a there's a movie that like goes through like the way in the past and like shows you like scenes really quick of what happened, like a narrative kind of.
Yeah, so if you go on HBO, I watched it back in the day, but they have like a whole like little illustration where it tells you the story of the Targaryens and everything that happens.
I feel like I've seen it before, but I didn't pay attention to it. I need to go watch it again.
yeah. HBO did an interesting thing with Game of Thrones where they did YouTube videos of like for every season, there's like a Game of Thrones histories and lore.
Yeah.
thing where you get a background for everything that happens in the previous season, like their history.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good for them. Get that money, Warner Brothers.
Get that money, Warner Brothers. Get it from somewhere.
They're doing
Gotta pay for
awesome.
James Gunn's DCU
Yeah.
somehow.
But I don't know how true it is, but I did see a poster or something a couple of months back with them about like the White Wolf, the whole. I don't know if that's what it's called. Don't quote me, but it's supposed to be like an extension of the story of Jon Snow. I think it's just called Snow.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to
Oh,
be
yeah,
a
they're doing
continuation.
another
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's,
Yeah. It's rumored. It's been heavily rumored.
yes.
Yeah. They keep doing those shows. They're gonna end up in 1999.
Well,
yeah.
Compton, to be exact.
rumor was
They start with Baltimore.
the rumor was for Snow, which is a show for Jon Snow, and then there was a rumor for a spinoff for Arya, and her like exploring the whole West or the East or wherever
Right.
she's going.
I don't know. I think anything is possible to this point.
Yeah.
So I think that's it for the show today. I think we talked about everything. Well, unless Joey want to talk about a scrap Wolverine Deadpool Xmas movie, a Christmas movie, Xmas movie.
Yeah, apparently there was a scrap before the deal went down. I guess the actor who plays Dopinder in Deadpool, the taxi driver, he leaked out that there was an actual sequel. The third sequel was actually going to feature Wolverine, and it was going to be a Christmas movie where they like find Santa Claus or something like that. And Santa Claus is in the MC, like Santa Claus is in the Marvel comics, and he's considered an Omega
mutant. Yeah,
mutant.
He is.
So that's pretty funny.
What?
Yeah, Santa Claus. Santa Claus is a real character in Marvel, and he's considered a Omega level mutant.
But that's why they pivoted to, because it got scrapped. Like it was going to go on like some random adventure with Santa Claus. But yeah, it was scrapped obviously. But then they now they're shifting to Deadpool Wolverine.
Yeah.
MCU, and
it sounds good that they canceled that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been with it. Here's the problem. I hate when there's like Christmas themed sequels.
Yeah.
Like Harold and Kumar did it.
Yeah.
I forgot who else did it.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Galaxy did it.
But it was a feature. Like it was like an hour special.
It was fun.
Which was fine to me. But like to make a full length movie,
yeah,
like, period, like a holiday film, I wouldn't. That would have diluted the Deadpool brand for me.
Yeah.
The bad thing about the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, that they revealed some like impertinent information in that film that what's his name, Star-Lord, was Mantis's brother.
Right.
Yeah.
That was in that special. It wasn't anywhere else. They kind of talk about it in the other film,
Well,
but it was
in part 3, yeah.
I mean, they kind of talk about it in the movie, don't they? When they kind of save her.
They reveal it in part 3, but it doesn't get the attention it does in a Christmas special. So
yeah, boy. Let's see what else.
We got I got one more with there wasn't too much rumors dropping. I got Scarlett Johansson is officially in talks to lead as Gareth Edwards, who's directing the new Jurassic World movie. So she's gonna
yeah. I saw that.
It's close to being done from what I heard.
They were talking about her and Jennifer Lopez.
Huh?
Yeah, they're talking about it.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, a new Jurassic Park movie. Yeah.
Take my money.
Yeah.
Take the money.
Oh my goodness. Tarek, you left, and I needed you for the final part. The Invincible death changes that we didn't talk about. Is so Invincible the second part of the second season is back up? Is going?
Oh, do
anybody watching it?
I haven't watched Invincible yet.
You haven't watched Invincible yet, bro?
I'm holding off on Invincible because
one cartoon at a time, man.
Yeah.
I wanna binge it.
I have been anticipating this because, like I said in the last show, like I've been trying to see what happened with Omni-Man and
Mhm.
Invincible and their
Mhm.
whole interaction and their
Yeah.
story arc.
Right.
But I mean, you kind of spoiled it for me last week what was happening in the last episode. So I know a little bit of what's going on, but still, I kind of want to watch it like 3 episodes all in one because it's only 4 episodes, I think, left. So
Okay. I could wait then. I could wait. But Tarek
saw it.
Tarek saw it.
I had to go to the bathroom so bad.
Oh, it's okay. I don't blame you.
You didn't
The
want to invite
changes
people to get
to the death from the comic book to the TV show for Invincible, my friend.
Yes.
Are they drastic? Are they shocking?
A character
Earth-shattering?
that was typically normally eaten. She was eaten in a previous episode. She dies. She lived.
Okay.
And apparently, it's a big deal. It's,
Really? Well, that's right out of Robert Kirkman's playbook.
So you're saying she dies in the comic book, but she lived in the show?
Right. Yeah.
She dies in the comic book. Shrinking Ray is her name. She dies in the comic book, but in this one, she lives. So everyone is like, I think it's the first time. It's like, hey, that kind of varies from the comic book.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like, well, what's going to happen?
Yeah, I think that's right out of Robert Kirkman's playbook. I mean, he just likes to do that when he brings his stuff to
there's no Daryl. There's no Daryl in The Walking Dead.
That's true.
Like, he's gone.
There's a lot of characters. There's a lot of characters that in The Walking Dead are not or dead or don't even exist in the comic book.
Yeah, I don't think Michonne is that big of a character in The Walking Dead. Maybe she is, but like, there's a lot of characters that like live.
She has a really cool introduction that's very similar to the way she was introduced into the TV show.
Yeah, so that's a big thing. And Invincible, I would say, has been a great end. That's been a great season. This whole splitting into 2 thing, I get it, but there was a strike, so I understand. But Invincible has been great too. I know it's going to get overshadowed by XMEN as far as animated things, but yeah, it's been kind of a big deal.
All right. I'm gonna start watching it. At least catch up a little bit, probably.
Yeah,
I know I won't catch. Was it like 4 episodes in now?
No, I mean
it's 6. It will be 6 episodes in now, so there's probably 2 episodes left.
Yeah, there's 2 episodes.
By the time I get around to it, they'll be all out. I can watch it.
Yeah. Invincible has been quite good.
Let's see.
Hey, I'm doing the same thing with the show Shogun on Hulu.
Shogun, I want to watch that. I heard it's good.
Yeah, I'm waiting till it's all out to
Shogun, and I heard Warrior is good as well. My wife is watching Warrior and drives me crazy, and I've been seeing little scenes here and there of Warrior.
That's I heard Warrior is great also.
I watched The Gentleman on Netflix. Guy Ritchie's show.
I haven't seen that yet.
It's really good.
I like Guy Ritchie and what he's doing.
Yeah, I like it. It's really good. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
What was the last movie Guy Ritchie did with Matthew McConaughey?
I don't remember.
Was that called The Gentleman? I'm bugging.
No.
We got all these computers.
Yeah, for real.
Google it. Hey, Google. Yeah. What was the last Guy Ritchie movie?
The Gentleman. Yeah, it was The Gentleman. He did The Gentleman.
It actually was. It was The Gentleman. Okay. Yeah, I actually loved the movie.
The Gentleman, 2019.
Yeah. It had Matthew McConaughey, homeboy from Sons of Anarchy. What's his name?
I know you're talking about the main guy. Yeah.
Charlie.
I liked his Sherlock Holmes films.
Something like that.
Charlie. I'm about to call him in Charlie Whitehurst, and that's the damn.
I think it's Charlie Dunham or something like that.
Yeah.
I liked his Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah, those were good. Charlie Hunnam.
Hunnam.
Yeah. And also we got a little trailer for Alien Romulus.
Oh yeah, how could I forget about that? Oh, we gotta throw that up. Hold up.
Yeah.
We gotta throw it up before we leave.
Romulus, yeah.
How could y'all almost let me forget about that?
Annie Gonzalez says she finished Warrior. It was a great show. Damn, I gotta watch that too now.
I gotta get on Warrior.
You're about to get me in trouble in the house, man. We overextending the show now. We gotta watch movies.
Annie Gonzalez, Gentleman Show is based on the same movie. Love Sherlock
It's a
Holmes.
teaser trailer. Hold on. It's a teaser trailer.
Gentleman movie was really good. I like the.
Was it based on the TV show?
The
same
TV
thing?
show is based on the movie.
Really?
That is what Annie is saying. So I definitely got to watch that. If you guys not watched the movie?
No, I've not seen the movie.
Oh, definitely watch the movie, dude. It's a good movie.
Okay.
Really? All right. Well, we got Alien Romulus up right now. You guys
Romulus, let's go.
Yeah. I feel like we talked about this. Oh, you know what? Because I talked about this on my friend Sill's YouTube channel. That's why.
Is he your good
Shameless plug?
Yeah, he is also my good friend.
Shameless plug.
Speedy, you realize you're not showing this trailer right now, right?
I'm not. No.
Nope.
No, you're not. You're not sharing. You look so
Hold
confident.
on.
I thought
want
you
you to know something.
I thought
Gosh,
you took it off
dang
because
it.
I was
You
still
guys
talking.
ruined my thunder. Hold up. Let's see if I fix this.
You had your arms crossed. You was like,
Yeah, I was chilling. All right. Hold up. All right. Hold up. That's right. Reboot. There we go. Boop. All right. Here we go.
I told a friend of mine about this trailer, and he was upset. He's like, "They're doing another one." I'm like, "Nah, man. The Alien films have been good."
You see a lot more crawlers in this one. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Mama Bear is a mod in size chat.
There we go.
I'm at a point. I feel like I may not. I can't get enough of these Alien films.
Yeah.
Like this is the lore.
Is it like
that I
a
really
prequel in between Alien and Aliens?
Yeah.
Something like
maybe
that?
between Covenant. I don't know what it is.
No, I think it's in between the two. I think it's in between one and two.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Between 1 and 2. Okay.
Yo, them face huggers are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it still frightens me to this day. I don't know if it's like
Oh, it's
childhood
scary.
trauma,
Oh, yeah.
but
I'm scared of it. I'm scared of I'm going to send somebody else to the screener.
Take my money. I'm there.
Send me.
What was it? What was the one that I'm going to send somebody to? I don't know. You guys haven't decided yet who's going.
well, you said you were already going to. I'm going to the Omen. I think.
Yeah, the Omen. Yeah, I haven't signed you up yet. All right, I want to sign you up for the Omen.
Yeah,
And then I'm going to Monkey Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So look forward to those reviews coming up soon on the audio version of the podcast. Thank you guys so much. We went a little bit too over. We got to go.
Yeah.
We got to watch some TV, do some family things. Mr. Tarek Lewis, let everyone know listening to the audio version of the podcast how they can follow you, kind sir.
My name is Tarek on Instagram and also on YouTube.
Mr. Richard Ortiz.
At Richie_Ortiz. Thank you. See it right here. And get the button ready. Get the button ready.
Hold on.
And
No, I got it all crisscross here with different sounds, okay?
You got different sounds.
Good night, Mama Bear. Mr. Joey Franchise, let them know how they can follow you, sir.
At Joey Franchise, at Franchise on Film.
All right. And of course, me. If you feel so inclined, you want to follow my nocturnal life as a DJ at DJ Speedy JR. Appreciate it very much. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen. We need your subscription, your support. Speedy's Multiverse. I haven't quite decided what else I'm going to do with the channel yet, but it is the home of the live Geek Culture Congress podcast. And yeah, the official home anyway.
Good night, Mama Bear.
Yeah, good night. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on the live.
Appreciate
If
you, Annie.
you enjoy just listening to audio versions of podcasts, well, that's we're on there too. Just look for Geek Culture Congress podcast, and we have a lot of exclusive movie reviews only up on the audio version of the podcast. So go ahead and go ahead and follow us there wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts at, or whatever platform. We're on all of them. And thank you so much for hanging out with us here on the live show. Wednesday, watch X-Men. That way we can talk about it on Monday, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Yes. I think the live count went crazy as soon as I shared the Hasbro image of the Goblin Queen. Yeah. So I think we need to do more of that. All right, everybody, be safe. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody. Peace. Good night.
Peace. XMEN 97. Happy Easter, everybody. Safe.